Did you ever think that you would live to see the day when American citizens would be threatened with deportation to prisons in other countries because they carried a sign at a protest? Trump says that the people like me, all of us, at the hands off protests, including a lot of former MAGA supporters, that we are all um, subject to deportation. And he's looking into it because he says it's Antifa. He said they've got signs, they're walking around, some of them are chanting. Surely that's Antifa stuff. They can be deported, right? And it's like, no, that's called um, freedom of speech, kind of like an amendment thing, Mr. Chumster Fire. But he's gotten away with so many other things that who knows? Who knows? Pardon my attire or lack of. I have a beautiful sunny day, one of the few that have happened so far. And so I had to catch a little of the rays of sun before they disappear from my porch, which is probably about now, which is why I'm coming on about now. Because sunshine and vitamin D matters to me. That rhymed. Should be a commercial. I'm just in shock that the Supreme Court can't even rein in the monster that they created, that they were created by. They can't, they have ordered Trump and the administration to bring back, can't remember his name, the guy that was erroneously sent to an El Salvadorian prison, and they claim, no, he was not. They don't care that he was already granted asylum. They don't care because he's not technically a citizen. It's out of our hands now. And the El Salvadorian president, who was here in our president's office, is like, I'll take more of your people. Yeah, send me your actual citizens. Let's see. If they're carrying signs, walking around, and chanting, evidently that's reason enough to take someone like me or you and deport you to an El Salvadorian prison where people only leave in body bags and there is no such thing as a sentence. There's a way in, there's no way out. I am I'm beyond shocked. I was worried about World War III. Now I don't even know if we'll get there. I don't know that that's a good thing, having the whole globe dominated by oligarchs at the expense of the rest of us, turning the rest of us into peasants, cogs for their machine, people to fill the coffers of the kings. That's what we are. And I, for one, do not envision a future where this is all we have, where this is all my children have to look forward to. Yesterday, I talked about the plight of women in the world and why it's important to not accept cultural, uh, it's their culture to be arranged, have their marriages arranged to be bought and sold, to be traded for livestock. It's their culture. Leave them alone. It's like, no, no. What, like I said yesterday again, what you reap, you will sow, and what you expect, you will get, and what you accept will follow you home. It will follow you home. And if we accept the fear, just the fear, if we shut up because they might deport us to an El Salvadorian prison, I mean, it's a very real fear. Clearly, it's happened. But shutting up now because of it, giving into that fear, is going to give them a clear victory. And the victory that they're trying to win isn't for MAGA. It isn't for half of Americans who are very conservative. It is what they want is a victory for themselves, for rich people to control the world and get richer within it. And they're doing a very fine job, clearly, of consolidating the money at the top. The three richest men in America, now three, own more than half of the entire population's wealth combined, assets and savings combined. Three people. And when you factor in about 10 people, it jumps up to more than like 75% of Americans. I pulled that number straight out of my ass, but I'm guessing it's pretty close. So what do we do? Obviously, I'm still living my best life. Just came in from the sunshine, got my swimming suit. Because you know what? I'm going to get my vitamin D. I'm going to eat healthy food. I am going to be strong. I am going to be ready for whatever the future holds. I've even received the Mormon food. If you go to the Mormon website, they'll send you a package. I got like a $1,500 package of food supplies that are in cans that can last for years. That's weird. Some people are like, that's weird. What are you, a survivalist? I'm like, well, I didn't think so. I've never called myself that, but I like to eat and I'm truly concerned about the world. It's more like just another up in the ante that I walk out the other side okay, unless I go to an El Salvadorian prison, which evidently is a possibility. So I suggest that you, like me, get out there, talk. I'm live at lunch. I'm not special, clearly. I'm just willing. You've got a phone, you've got a live button. Just point it at yourself or the squirrels. I do the squirrels in the morning off my front porch because I also am a crazy squirrel lady. I've got like 8 squirrels, several of whom are practically hand feeding from me at this point. You know what? I like my squirrels. I love my world. I love my country. And I'm very, very saddened, disheartened, shocked, dismayed, and frightened by its direction right now. I'm sure I could throw some more adjectives in there, but I'm not going to give it up. I'm not going to give it up. I'm not going to cave in to fascism. I'm not going to cave into oligarchical rule. The president can't even be reined in by his own Supreme Court, who said, bring that man home, bring that father home that you erroneously deported. And they're like, no, we will fly the El Salvadorian president here, though, and get a little photo op because that's super fun for him. I'm like, what the living hell? MAGA women think he's cute. That's like what they got out of the El Salvadorian president getting here. Look online. Oh, he's so cute. He's so handsome. Can you believe that? That's what they're saying. Get a fucking clue. Wake the hell up. Do you want a future that includes women's rights? Or do you want a present where you can say, we won, and I'm just going to hang in here no matter what? I'm talking to my MAGA women now. You know that I've got a lot of MAGA women come on here just to bitch at me. But you know that what is going on is hurting your daughters. It's hurting their future. You don't want your daughter to not be able to get an abortion if she's raped. You don't want your daughters to potentially die carrying an ectopic, unviable pregnancy all the way to the point that their life is in danger. And if you don't believe that those are actually the laws now, wake the hell up and look it up. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. In a lot of states, yes, they are. It is unfathomable to me that MAGA women could be on board like I talked about, being the best bad woman, being like you do better if you are like the one that's preaching the patriarchy shit, because then the patriarchy likes you. Then the patriarchy elevates you. Then you can do better in this world that is just completely positioned against women if you're the best bad woman. And the best bad woman, I mean the women who vote against their own best interests, who either believe or will accept that men should control their lives. Like I said yesterday, it's not acceptable to call it cultural. It's not, it's okay. I said that wrong. You should not accept anybody's culture, at least the part of it that it disparages against anybody, women or others, should not be disparaged against. If they are, you can't just write it off to culture. You have to call a spade a spade. You have to say, this is wrong. It's not okay. I will not support this. I will stand with women. I will stand for women's rights. I will stand for women's right to not lose their life trying to bear a child when things go wrong. I will not allow men to make laws and decisions without science behind it. Their legal system being based on religious beliefs instead of science is the most frightening thing right now. It is the most frightening thing. I can't believe how many people come on here and say, you look like a crazy woman. It's like, I am frightened. If you don't feel somewhat crazy right now, then you're part of the problem. Right now is a critical moment in history. It's not just another day. I have funny teeth. I'm 60 years old. This is not the life I envisioned for myself, begging for my rights and the rights of my daughters and my children and the future of the world. No, this isn't what I wanted out of life either. I should be retiring soon. I should be living my best freaking life with my rights. But they took them away. And now I have no choice, and neither do you, but to fight for women's rights. If they call you a crazy lady, good. That means you're getting under their skin. And thank you for all of your comments, by the way, because the more I know that you are listening, the more I know some of you are hearing too. So don't worry if they don't seem to be listening, because some of them are. Some of them are hearing. Keep talking. Keep your voice out there. Those nasty women have got to talk, or we're not going to have a country anymore, to quote somebody else I know. So I want the world to be for women too. I want an equal place in it. I've never had that, but I sure as hell will fight for it for my daughters and my daughters-in-law. I hope you do too. Now, the next 2 days, I'm going to be working with Jack Canfield, the author of the Chicken Soup for the Soul series, all those books, on my manuscript, which comes out June 1st. And we're doing a final, and he works with the same publicist, Steve Harrison, as I do. So I'm super thrilled. And again, thank you so much, Steve Harrison. If you've got something that you want to say in the world, I recommend that you go and see if you are Steve Harrison worthy. Not too many people are, but if you are, then he will help you in ways that I can't even explain how much my life is changing, and how much I can do in the world because of the forum that I'm developing now. And my book, Call It Assault, My Continuing Efforts to Survive Childhood Sexual Grooming and Assault, will be out very soon, June 1st. And so the next 2 days, like I said, working with Jack Canfield for 2 8-hour days. So I'm going to try to sneak on and say hi somewhere in there. But just I encourage you to do everything you can on the local level. If you're on the fence about getting involved or staying home, get involved. Talk to you soon. Linda K. Gifford, NLP, signing out.